Hello out there in planner world. This is GoJen with my PlannerCast number 5. I'm going to talk some about One Book July 2015. I'm in the Listers Got a List group, Fobonichi Journalers, Field Nuts, because I like to use field note size. Isn't that cute? And Zentangles. So let's see what's going on in my book since last week. Uh-oh. You'll notice that my book got awful chunky there. What happened? Well, of course, today is Saturday, August 1st, so it's the first day of a new month. My July book is filled, and I've got an August book ready to go into my Foxy Fix. So there is my filled journal of July, and I can't tell you how proud I am of myself for working to complete that. I don't know about you, but a lot of times I get really excited and enthusiastic about something new, and I do it for a week, and then I forget to take it around with me, and then I pile something on top of it, and then it's forgotten. So I'm really proud, and I have enjoyed this so much. There's my Foxy Fix Faux Midori, my July book, and that is the last page of my July book that I had printed some of my knitting and crochet things that I needed to have for easy reference. So I tore that page out, and it's going to have to move itself somehow to the August book. I wanted to go back and show you that I got my printer working this week, and so I've put some pictures in my journal, and on the page that I was journaling about my mom, my daughter, and my sister doing a 5K race, I slipped that picture in, and I put it in with washi tape, and so I flipped it up, so if I want to read what's under it, I can, or I can pull the picture down and it's just part of my book. I had another spot in here where I was really missing my grandson while he was away at camp, and so I took one of the pictures from his camp trip and just put that in there, and again just put it in with washi tape so it doesn't interfere with my reading, but that's an actual picture from then, so I really like being able to do that. Okay, so here's where I left you last time. Like I have said, I think before, the more I use this, the more I want to use my journal. The more lists I make, the more lists I want to make. So just for Sunday there on that day in my journal, I made a list of things to do for that. Really, really happy with it. Including the Zentangle challenges that I'm doing, and I'm not real keen on using highlighters to mark up things. I did enough of that during college, so I decided that since I'm usually using something like the Coletto pen that has multiple colors in the one pen, you'll see on the right side I'm journaling along in blue, and I popped in an important sentence, and instead of highlighting it, I used a different color ink, and that made me really happy. And I did mention down here that I watched the movie Hector and the Pursuit of Happiness. He uses a traveler's notebook on his travels, which is what the movie's about. He's trying to find what makes people happy. And that made me really happy. It's like, yes, go journalers, go planners. I know it doesn't take much to make me happy, because that did. Here's the way I'm really liking the journaling. Throw in a Zentangle that I'm learning, a new pattern, and then just journal around it. More journaling, more listing, more listing, more journaling. I am still trying to manifest work at home, so still letting that be a big part. This is a doodle that I did, and I've got a little app on my iPhone that has a bunch of Zentangle patterns in the app. And so I hit random and let it tell me which Zentangle to do. And so that was fun when I was doing this one. I made a list for the weekend because that's just the way I have to do. And even part of it is going to be in August. Well, today's August. So I've made my list, checking off some things. I still have others to do. And those I'll migrate into my book for the actual week of August. One of the last pages in my July book, I did another Zentangle, and I had a decent picture of myself, so I stuck that in there for posterity in case when they're writing the story of my life, they've got a picture. This is what I looked like when I wrote in this book. And I have a summary of the yarn crafts that I did for the month of July, so that goes in there. And then this is the back of my book. There you'll see the page that I have torn out, the last page, and that is going to move itself to August. There's my new book. All I've done is put some stickers on it and did a little bit of journaling while a podcast was uploading earlier, and that's where I have stuck in that the page of the things I need to refer back to, and I just washi it onto the back inside cover of my July book. All the pages are so nice and fresh, but I really enjoyed the way my July book feels, with every page filled up with my writing, my thoughts, crazy things that happened. Here I'm into my Lister's Got a List book. I thought of y'all while I was doing this layout on the right. The prompt for the day was favorite eye candy. And so you'll see I've got a picture of a lot of scrapbooking, planning supplies, and yarn at the bottom. And the picture of the planner supplies flips up, and there's some of my kind of eye candy too. So I'm old but not dead. This makes me happy, and I really hope that y'all would enjoy that. More lists. We had a prompt about what is your favorite meal to order in restaurants, what do you daydream about, and then what did you learn in the month of August. That made me really happy. I've gone ahead and pasted in my list for the month of August to do my list. I haven't actually done August 1st yet, so I'm already behind. And this is my calendar. July is finished up there, but I'm going to move on to August. I enjoy the bullet journaling kind of thing with making your list every day, every week, as often as you need it. But I do like the forward planning of a calendar, and I like that 4 months from now I can look back and see what day did we give the dogs their medicine on my calendar in July. That's the kind of thing that to me is very important. But anyway, I am ready for August there. This is next week's page. Got really nothing going. This was my only stash acquisition that I got this week. I ordered this from Bella Creations on Etsy, and it is her planner stamps, And I've never used any like this. I've always used just the plain old wooden rubber stamps. So I've got to get one of those acrylic blocks to use. But I haven't really had the time to use this. So I am very much looking forward to using this. Very, very much. And that's my book for the week. All closed up, ready to go. I appreciate you watching the planner cast this week. If you have any questions or comments, anything like that, you can always find me as GoJen on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I am Jennifer Clifton. So look me up. I'm in the groups. I try to post every day on Instagram. And of course my planner casts are on YouTube, and I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook. So I hope you don't have any trouble finding me. Please leave a comment below the video. Let me know if there's anything special you'd like for me to do, or see if I can do something special, or see if I can find something special for you, or if there's more information you'd like about how I do certain things. For those of you who might be crafters, my podcast this week was about how I plan for challenges in the Ravelry groups. So if you are on Ravelry, I hope you give the podcast, the GoJen podcast, a try. This week it's specially about planning for the crafts, so you might enjoy that. Thanks for joining me this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.